I think what you folks are just learning is a common thing when they display Tai Chi and you see cloud hands. And almost anybody seeing anybody else doing it, they get an inkling, you must be doing Tai Chi. And to master that is something which, if nothing else, you can fake them out if you need to. But really, to do that, it combines a lot of things. And I facetiously say, read the paper. You're reading the paper and you're just sort of covering your belly, and you're coming here. You get to the end of the page, time to shift the page and you read the paper. Okay? And you read it all the way. If you're just using your hands, you could be just using your hands and doing this. And some students are at that level. Even I can't do it because I have the urge to want to do this. And that's what gets you out here. That's what gets you out here. I harp back to Tai Chi movements. It's not all hands. Your body helps you, whether it be linear movement or rotatory movement. This is rotatory. You're just turning on an axle, the body, but it gets you from here to here. Otherwise, you're only to here, unless you turn and you say, well, my hands are here, but I turn, and the hands follow the body. Okay? And when you marry that with the feet, your linear movement, rotatory movement. Rotatory movement, linear movement. Rotatory movement, as I'm doing both linear movement, rotatory movement. Okay? And if you break it down, footwork, Lucille was talking about substantial, insubstantial. And some know it, and some just know it as a set of words. But as you go on in Tai Chi, that's got to be put into your level of understanding. Substantial means that foot is the foot on which all other body movements are based. If you don't have a good substantial footing, you are inviting imbalance. Or you don't go substantial, you're doing a cardinal sin in Tai Chi, which is double weightedness. You're walking like so. What you're trying to do, sometimes when you get a little unsure, you say, oh, I gotta go slowly. But if you do the drill of Tai Chi, where you have to shift your weight before you get to something else, it will make you a little bit more confident in your other movements. Even if you're going to shuffle, you will do a conscious shifting from one foot to the other. And one of the cardinal essentials for Tai Chi is to distinguish in all of the movements that you do, 10 movements in this case, in the 10 form. Each movement, before you move to the next movement, you have to establish in your mind substantial. If it is substantial, then you move the other foot to wherever you want to do. You're here, you don't shuffle along like so, you substantial, and then you can lift this foot at leisure. When you first start, some people may not have the strength, so they just come up, boom, boom, because they either haven't established substantiality, or they don't, and for various reasons. One, the mind didn't tell me I got to do that, versus the body says, my mind told me to do that, but my body does not have the strength to stay on this foot and be able to do anything you want with this foot. Shift, substantial, same thing. Anything you want to do. See? So in cloud hands, the footwork is substantiality, and you come up gently, and you lift your foot up and you put it gently down, come down. That's the challenge. Okay, but we all have different degrees of strength, different degrees of understanding our body, but that's the aim, to make you establish substantiality, and then you move your foot, okay? The hand portion, we start off pretty mechanically, we're doing this and we do this, but it's really a circle. And then you add the other circle, and he's going this way. You see? Here, open up, drop down, cup, come across, go up, look at it, read the paper, turn the page, come down, go across, and you're doing this. You're switching pages now. You got more than one panel of paper to work with. Okay? And the intent, we talk about intent. Tai Chi says the mind tells the body what to do. And the intent is to follow the martial art as it does what it's doing, so that we can move all our muscles in our body and in an orderly fashion, in a coordinated, intentional way. That's therefore intent. Okay? So here you are in the fighting form. You might be blocking someone here. He wants to hit you here and you're coming across. Of course, we're going in slow motion. And then when you get here, you have the choice of grabbing him. And you can turn him, keep going this way. You cup your hand, okay? Okay, so, but you have to have the coordination to keep going, get your strength enough so that you can block him. And then you have the coordination to be able to turn your wrist and then bring him. Now you're not just bringing him with your hand. What do? You're bringing him with your body. You see, coming down. Okay, and the same thing is happening with the other hand. You're practicing. And this, when it's coming down this way, if you didn't grab him, now he wants to punch you. So you're coming across here, and you can punch him, you can block across the belly. So you're practicing. This is to block up front, this is to block at the bottom. Change, but the wrist movement is intentional to do what you need to do to protect yourself. So, the core muscle is making your upper extremity come up in this manner, okay? But as you get out this way, the power is coming out and it comes out, grab, power is coming down. Comes down, relaxes, the shoulder drops, the power that originally was to bring it up relaxes and it comes down. But when it's coming over this way, what's happening? The power of this is starting to get this hand to come out. Okay, come back this way. Power from here goes back out, down.